Hey, hi everybody. Hi Akansha, hi Priya. Hey, we'll start in a couple of minutes. I know Dhruti, I think it was you and two, three people who had asked me to take this live session, especially with using these jelly roll pens. So I thought I'll do it today. Thanks, Payal. I'm great and I'm safe. Thank you for asking. I hope you are safe too. नेहा जी आवाज़ इसलिए आ रही है बिकॉज इट्स रेनिंग हियर. It's actually pouring very heavily. It's completely black and I'm sitting very close to the window. Let me try my hands free and see if it is better. Is this better? Can somebody let me know? If this is better, then I'll use my hands free. Hey, hi Ankita, I'm great. How are you? Hi Lakshana. Hi Rashi. Sure, I'll share the details about the products that I'm using. If you can just let me know if this is better, if I should speak on my hands free. You can't hear me properly. Can you hear me now? I think I'll talk without my hands free. I'll talk like that. Hopefully it will stop raining in some time and then I'll be more audible. Thank you, Shalini ji. Okay, great. So I'm using a black book today. It's a carbon book that I'm using. It's by Scholar Store and I'm using these pens. So a lot of you have asked me what pens I use. These are the pens which I use. They're called Jelly Roll Moonlight pens. So this session will be saved on my YouTube channel and I'll put the links of all of these things that I'm using. So in case you want to go and check, you can just check it with that link. The ones that I have are marked, they have a number, so 0, 8 and 10. I have the 10 one with me. So it has 12 shades and it's priced at 550. So yeah, you can see the packaging. These are the ones that I use. They say that there are 5 fluorescent colors. So I think these 5 are the fluorescent colors: green, yellow, pink, vermilion, red and orange. If you don't have jelly roll pens, it's okay. Just take a normal white sheet of paper and take a black pen and you can doodle along with me. We are going to doodle, flowers and like some of you requested for a full patti doodling. So in your words, yes, that's what we are going to do today. Hey, hi Alvin, hi Sahil. So nice to see you guys here. It's okay even if you don't have jelly rolls. I'm doing this session because a lot of you wanted to know how I do those, the ones that I do on black paper. So I'm just doing it for that sake. You can always order it later or you can just practice it later. Okay, awesome. So we'll start. And all my friends who are trying to spam, please don't spam the comments. Sujay, especially for you. That's okay, Kia. You can watch it on my YouTube channel later. Thanks for joining in though. Yes, you can doodle. I also have a white jelly roll with me and this one is a 08. So jelly roll pens, they come in a size 05, 08 and 010. So 5 is like the finest, 8 is medium and the 10 one is a little thicker. So these are the thicker pens that you get. So you also get these pens which are called souffle pens, and they can be used on any of the surfaces. You can use them on ceramics, glass, and wood. They kind of take a little time to dry, so after they dry they change color, but that's another option that you can go along with. Yes, glitter pens can also be used, Beena. Okay, I think we should start now. So the best part about working with these pens are they're so colorful that it is so much fun to work along with them. Let me show you. So if you see, this is what I had posted earlier. So I've done like a rainbow of colors here. I don't usually draw first with a pencil because it's black paper, so hardly anything is visible. I like to doodle it directly with the pen. And you can do the same. Just have fun. Don't worry about spoiling. It's all about having fun. So I'm going to keep shifting between pens. Let's begin doodling. So can I off the comments for some time so that it becomes easier? So I've switched off the comments. After a while I'll start them again. Okay, so I'm just going freehand and I'm going to doodle some flowers over here. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to draw directly with the pen. If you're following along, I'll try and go slow. Okay, I'm going to switch to some other pen. And like I said, it's a doodle, so don't worry about the shape. And the best part is you're doing florals. Florals could be of any shape. Hopefully the background noise would have reduced now because it's stopped raining here now. So I love using a lot of colors, and that's my flower already. Don't worry about using the same colors that I am using. You are free to use whatever you wish to. Keep switching between colors. And if you're doodling with a black pen, then maybe you could just add colors with your brush pens or with color pencils. So the care that you have to take is you don't have to really press hard because they're very smooth, they're ice cream smooth, so it's very easy to use them. So some colors are simpler to use than others. I prefer these two colors a lot. They just flow so well on paper. So, and some colors are little difficult to use on paper. So I have my first flower ready, and I'm going to fill this entire page with a lot of flowers. You actually don't need to know a lot about color combinations because all these colors are so bright that once you put them on paper, they just look so amazing. I'm so glad that so many of you messaged and asked me for my next live. I couldn't take it last week because of an assignment that I've been working on currently, and I had to take this one because of all the sweet messages that I received that you were actually waiting for the live. So yeah, this is another flower here. And once it dries, you can use one more layer of color over it. So And some of these colors, the 5 of these colors which I mentioned, yellow, orange, pink, green and red, they are fluorescent. So the best part is that they kind of glow. I'll show you the yellow color, and once you see the yellow color you will realize what I mean. So this yellow color, if you see, it's just so bright. It's very close to green. It's like a yellowish green color. I'll switch on the comments for some time. So I know a lot of you told me before the session that you don't have these pens. The purpose of doing this session was so that you can see me using them and the kind of color they get on paper. So even if you don't have it, if you like this session, maybe you could invest in one. So there are different kinds of pens that you get. The other pen that Sakura manufactures is it's called glaze pens. So these are kind of 3D. So once you color them, they kind of look a little 3D. So they are also very good pens. Also guys, I am not trying to promote any company here. This is just knowledge sharing that I'm doing. So feel free to do your own research before buying, but I really like them. So I've used acrylics on black paper and I've used this. Sometimes I even use them for my watercolors. So I use this over my watercolors to create some highlights for the sun. And it looks pretty nice. So I think it's a good investment. And they last long too. So that's good. And if you can see, I've used my colors so much that they've lost a little smoothness. But yeah, I can still work with them. I have Moonlight Jelly Roll-Ons, Pre-Heavenly Bliss. Even these are Moonlight. Yeah, these are also Moonlight. Only 5 of them are fluorescent colors. If you see over here, it's written 5 fluorescent colors that glow under the UV light source. So only 5 of them are fluorescent. Okay, I'll turn off the comments again. Let's do some more flowers here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a small bunch, like there are a few buds. So I'm going to I don't know if you can see how bright they are on video. Sometimes the camera is not able to capture their brightness, but trust me, they're very, very bright and very smooth to use. So okay, and I'm just going to draw some stems here. So these are a bunch of flowers. So the last time we all met on a Friday, that was a week back, we did some reflective doodling, and today we are making some flowers. I'm planning to do my next session on some cactus doodling, so maybe that's going to be next Friday. Do join in. So as you can see, some colors look really bright, like orange and pink. The blue and the dark green are not so bright, but they really work very well. So I love using them a lot. I'm just going to draw some twigs. So in case you're not good in doodling and you feel that you can't think of so many different shapes, and how do you think that, okay, I have to draw the next leaf now? So I would suggest that you take a reference from the internet. Okay, don't take a reference of a doodle, but take a reference of a real flower and try drawing it in 5 different styles. That is one exercise that will help you to improve your drawing skills and doodling skills. So the more you practice, the better it gets. So here I'm just filling it up with different types of leaves that I've seen. And like I say, the best way to learn doodling is to take a real flower, take a real rose, and try and see how you can make it simple. In just 5 lines, how can you draw a rose? And so for example, let's try and draw a rose over here. I'll pick up a nice pink color. Okay, if I have to draw a rose, so I'm going to draw the top view of the rose. Okay, so making something like a 6. Okay, and then I just could draw some C's around, but these C's are going to be like overlapping each other. So you have to simplify it as much as you can while you are doodling it. So that's exactly the same way I make a rose when I'm doing loose florals in watercolors. So you can use your knowledge from one medium to another. So as you go out, the petals kind of become larger. Okay, give it a little nice curve so it looks good, and you can stop when you feel like the rose is complete, it looks good, and you're happy with your rose. So I think I'm kind of happy with my rose. So this is how I usually doodle a rose. So we can include one more of this in case you missed out the first time I drew it. Let's do it again. I'll do it here. I'll just draw a 6. Now I'm going to draw like a C and draw a little small petal here. So it's more closed inside, and as you move outside, the rose has larger petals. The petals are not so enclosed. So that's the same logic you have to use while making it. So, and then I think then you can just make it. You just have to make some random C kind of petals. So if you can get access to a real rose, keep it in front of you and try drawing it in 5 different ways. That will really help you improve your skills of drawing. So here I have like 2 roses. So that's how you draw a rose. Let me show you how you can draw different types of leaves. Okay, so the first way is like, for example, you can draw 3 dots and then just join them together. Okay, so that's one way of drawing a leaf. The other way is what I showed you here, or you could just draw like a petal at the top and then 2 petals here. So that's another way. I'm now going to show you how to draw a flower bud. Okay, so let me again switch to a different pen. And okay, so you can draw some circles very close to each other. So that's one way of drawing a bud. The other way is you draw a circle and you draw a lot of lines. So this is just one of the ways of using this pen. You can draw mandalas with them. You can do a lot of things. Try and explore them if you have them already. Just that they are they're not very fine, so you can't really do fine work with it. So that's another way of drawing a bud. Maybe a few dots, just let's try and now draw a few different type of flowers. So let's try and draw maybe a cone flower, or maybe a flower which is a little bent. So this is a different way. You draw a cone kind of a shape. I'm drawing it with an orange pen. Then with my yellow pen, I'm going to draw some petals, and it's going to look like a cone flower. And my leaves, so I have a cone flower, and I could draw it as detailed as I wanted, or I could draw it as simple as I wanted. So I've drawn it in a very simple format. Let's draw another one, okay, just in case you missed it the first time. So I'm going to draw a cone shape. A purple color is not really that visible on the camera, I guess. So I have the cone shape. Now I'm just going to draw the petals. And the best part is your flower will only look natural when the petals are going around in all the directions. So I have a flower which has petals going in different directions. If you feel like, you can even go and color the petals. If you've seen the African mask, they kind of have, so they have this little black outline which is a little edgy. So I think I'm going to try that. That's on my mind. I want to try that kind of an art with these kind of pens, and I think it will look very pretty because I can leave a little black background, a little outline. I have not been very happy trying mandalas with this pen. I'll show you something that I tried in a mandala and it didn't turn out that well. So yes, this is something I tried in a mandala and I don't really like it. I did not enjoy it. It was difficult to use. So I really like using it for a lot of doodles that I do. For example, something like this, or I tried some typo doodle too, which was this one. Then I tried this. So I like these pens for that. I don't think I can do mandalas. Some people do it and they do it very beautifully. Okay, just taking a moment to read the comments if there's anybody who's written anything. Thanks, Shruti. You've always been so appreciative. let's continue. So yeah, I think this here, now when I look at it, it looks very dull to me, and I'm going to just go over it. But sometimes when you go over this, you can see that I'll just hold it closer so you can see it properly. The color kind of comes out. So then you should stop, let it dry completely, and then apply one more coat over it. So I'm just going to let it dry and then apply one more coat over this. Like I said, this white pen doesn't come along with it, but I have it. So I can use white also, which I usually use it at the last to highlight a few things. Because if I use it a lot, then I cannot highlight. So I use it at the end just to highlight here and there. Let me show you another type of leaf here now. So just going to draw a line, and I'm going to draw some, lines, and this is going to be a different kind of leaf. Here, let me draw a different type of flower now. So go ahead and overlap a few of your flowers so that it looks like a cohesive design. Please do try it, even if you don't have the pens right now, and in case you plan to buy it in the future and you try something, don't forget to share your artwork with me. It's nice to see how people, it's really nice when people share artworks, and it's nice to see everybody's creativity. Okay, I'm going to draw something now a little differently. So let me pick up a nice color. I'm going to pick up a red color and show you something different. So we're going to make some zigzag lines. Okay, and this is, so I'm going to leave some black in between and color all around. That's another way where you just leave some black space. The best thing is, even if you screw up something, like for example, I think I have a little green mark over here, I can just take a black pen and color over it. And that's the best part, because you're working on a black paper. You can use a black pen to camouflage any mistake that you do. Okay. I'm not really happy with this. The yellow looks very dull, so I'm just going to go with a pink over it. Okay, I also want to show you shading with these pens. So let me in the next flower show you how you can shade with these pens, and they also look very nice. So like I said, if you spoil something, you can always go over it. Just let it dry completely and then do a coat of color over it. So if you wish to shade, I'm going to show you shading with these two pens. Okay. So for example, I'm going to do I'm going to do this kind of a bud here. Let me start with a darker shade of green. And then I can just use my lighter shade of green and you might have to jhatkofy your pen a little if it doesn't work, like it wasn't working right now. So sometimes the ink, so just going to leave some light lines like that. That's how I'm going to shade. So can you see this? That's another way where you can shade. Just first do the darker shade, and then with the lighter shade leave a few lines like I did in this part, and you can also get a shaded effect. Let's try the shading with a different color combination now. Okay, so let me show it to you over here. I'm going to draw a paisley shape. Okay. Just color the bottom with a darker shade. Then I'm going to take a lighter shade and I'm going to color it at the top. Just lightly leaving it, and if you see, it looks lovely, it looks shaded. Don't overdo it because then you will see the black papers, below. So just okay, I hope you can see it now. So that's how you can shade. Okay, and let me give it a few swirls here. Okay, this one also I probably would just draw a stem. Small leaves. Okay, so this is all coming together. You can always add, like for example, I don't feel like adding a flower here, so I can add a little motif. These are called fillers. So when I add these fillers, the space doesn't look too white, and it also fills it up. So I have a little S, so let me show it to you again. It's a little S kind of a shape. Okay. And just add a few leaves. Also, like I said, I use the white pen only for my highlights, so maybe a few dots here and there. I'm not going to use it too much because I want the white to really stand out. So maybe a few dots here and there. Okay. You can always use your pen and go over something. Like for example, I want to create a line inside this, so I can use my black pen and I can go over this. So I can get like my middle line. Like for in this flower also, maybe I would like to add a little more details. So maybe here, just that I want to separate my petals. Just that try and use not a very expensive pen for this. The reason is they kind of don't work because it's a thick layer, so you might have to just kind of use them again and again over the same place. Okay, so if you see, I can get those little black lines, and because of these black lines my petals look good. I think I didn't mention about the black line in my material list, so sorry for that. This black pen. So automatically my flower is just, it's got lifted up because of those black lines that I did. moving on, I can add I can also add an honeybee. You know, let me add a honeybee. I feel like adding one, so I'll take some yellow. I'll make a circle over here. And I'm going to add my honeybee. So, like I said, it has to be fun, and I'm going to add 2 pink dots for the eyes. Let me just switch on the comments for some time again in case there's something. So we've done a couple of things. We've learned how to doodle a rose here. We've learned some shading here, different types of leaves, and how much does this black notepad cost you? I am not aware of the price, but I think I can check it and let you know. Maybe it's for 200 rupees. Yes. What is the drying time for these pens? That's a very good question, actually. So that is one thing that you need to be aware of, that if you've just colored this part and if you keep your hand over there, you will smudge it. So the drying time is a couple of minutes. It doesn't take as much time as the souffle pens take. They take a lot of time to dry. These are quick, they dry pretty fast. But if you've just colored something, don't move your hand or it will smudge. Let me show it to you. So for example, I'll do this circle over here, and if you see, if I just move my hand, it smudges. So be careful about that. I can now I can just draw something over here. Maybe I'll just cover it up. I usually, when I do that a lot, my hand touches various areas and it becomes blotty. In that case, you can just draw something over it. Okay. Thanks, Pratima. Okay. I think I'll just continue for another 5 minutes, and then we can end the session, because I think I've almost told you everything. Let me also show you how you can doodle a different kind of a flower. So maybe I'll include a flower over here, a bird over here. I'm also doodling. I'll finish this and I'll post it on my feed very soon. But I hope you got an idea as to how I use these pens and how you can doodle with them. Just that they're so bright that you don't really have to take a lot of effort. They just, whatever you draw, it comes out beautifully on paper. So I've also doodled a bird for you here, and let's try to do some shading inside this bird. can also do a lot of textures. So I'm making some dots with a darker shade of green. I'm going to let it dry and then I'll use my black pen to create the eyes. That's the beak. So I also have a bird here. So I have another flower here with a red and pink combination. Which pens work on ceramics? They're called souffle pens. They are again like this, but so they kind of can be used on other surfaces besides paper. I didn't get your comment, Sheetal. If you could repeat it, and I'll be happy to help you. Shruti, thank you. Thank you that you like my peacock. She's talking about the mandala peacock that's there on my feed. So the one, I don't know if you're talking about, Sheetal, if you're talking about embossed, I was talking about the glaze pens. They kind of give a 3D effect and it looks like it's embossed. So there are different types of pens. You can obviously invest in as many as you like, but for starters, I think these are very good to practice. I have actually invested a lot in these kind of pens, different type of pens, and I think these ones are the best till now because they actually look fluorescent on paper. They look, they kind of look bright on paper, and especially on black paper. Just then, I wish that these pens were also manufactured with a finer tip, because they're kind of very, the tip is extremely thick. It's a 10 number that I'm using, and I wish they had something in like a 05. It would have been easier to do mandalas with them, definitely. So I think this is going to be my last flower, and then we can end the session. I just don't want to drag it. I hope you found the session helpful and you found value in it. Please do try it out. Please tell me the name of the notepad and from where you can buy it. This notepad, okay, I'll just show you the name. It's Carbon Notepad from Scholar Store, which I'm using. And maybe I can just send you the link after this session. Just DM me and I'll send you the link for this, where you can buy it from. Hi Karishma, thanks. Are gel pens and jelly roll pens the same time? No, they're not the same. Gel pens would be something that you use in your school work, right? You use those Ad Gel pens. They're very different from these. Like I said, these kind of look very bright. So 5 of them are fluorescent colors, and they glow under the UV light is what the packaging says, and it's luminous in daylight. So Ad Gel pens won't give you, or gel pens, regular gel pens won't give you the same effect that these give you. Thank you so much to everybody who joined. I think I'm going to end the session now. We'll definitely complete this and post it on my feed later for you to see. But thank you everybody for joining. You can, if you missed the session and if you want to, or you want to see it again, you can obviously go to my YouTube channel and watch it again. So it's always going to be available on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Swapna, you're asking what is the GSM? Sorry, I'll just let me check. It's 170 GSM. Please save this session. Yes, Sakshi, I will. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Bye.